Good morning. Let's make some greasy breakfast. Actually, it's 2:18 in the afternoon, but by the time I get this done, it'll be dinner. My luck with making food this week has not been great. Well, shooty durns. I didn't get this flat enough, so I'm going to have to cook the whole thing. I mean, it's no big deal, but I was really just hoping to cook just a little bit of it. But it will not separate. This is part of that sausage I made the other day out of the pork roast that turned out to be a nightmare. And I did end up getting some decent pork roast after a ridiculous one-sided argument with the manager. She was arguing, I was standing there going, seriously? I'm unhappy with the meat, and that's the thing that's important, because the meat is dirty. So eventually we got it worked out, and this is the result. I made some pork cubes, I made some pork slabs, for barbecuing or whatever I want to do with that, pulled pork, and then I made 2 things of sausage, about 1.5 pounds of sausage. So I'm going to go ahead and cook this up since it's not going to break apart, and then I'll be back. Alright, this is coming along. Obviously I won't be eating all of this. It'll be going back in a plastic bag. All right, I'll be back in a few. Alright, sorry about the lawnmower outside. There's not a lot I can do about it, but this sausage is about done. It smells delicious, too. Alright, this is looking tasty. Alright, I gotta put some of this in a bag. So that's all the sausage I've left in there. I'm gonna put some butter in there. This is gonna burn. So one of my favorite things is buttery eggs. And if I had more milk, I would make sausage gravy. I'm hoping to do that next week. Make a good spicy sausage gravy, but I can't do it tonight. I don't have enough milk. So I don't know who's mowing. It's impossible to tell who's mowing, because they don't wear uniforms and it's a different dude every time. So I don't know if he's mowing for the heck of it or mowing on behalf of the park. No idea. We get both kinds of people around here. We get people who work for the park, and then we get people who are just looking for something to do, so they just want to mow something for the heck of it. And it is impossible to tell which type is mowing. Alright, I cracked my eggs separately despite the fact that I actually bought them from the grocery store. I just haven't had good luck with that grocery store this week. So, anyway, put the pepper in there. Now, I suppose it is time for me to make some toast. Alright, I think this is about done. Smells good, I'll tell you that. Alright. That's done. I'm turning off the fire. Alright, let's go over here. I'm not quite, the toast isn't quite done yet, but you can go over here and take a look at my plate. My beautiful plate. That is the nicest plate I have ever owned. And I've got 3 more of them. They're just different designs. But I only take a couple of new things out at a time because I'm only one person. And here's what happens. If I take everything out, I will dirty everything, and then I will have to wash everything. So we have cereal bowls over here that need washed. That is from yesterday and today, or maybe from last night and today. I think I had I had cereal for dinner last night. I was in a hurry. And then, if I let them pile up real bad, they end up over in the corner. They end up over in the corner where they rot for years. I gotta clean those up sooner rather than later, actually, because I'll be moving hopefully soon. So that's why I only take 1 or 2 dishes out at a time, because if I do anything else, they'll just pile up and I'll never get to them. Now ask me how many years it took me to figure that out. Far too many. I have to toast the other side of the bread. My toaster oven is half broken. The only element that's working is the one on top, which is pretty much the element I don't want working. This means I can't hardly cook nothing in the toaster oven right now. Alright, it had a spot on it, and then it had a scratch on it, which is probably from one of these forks. Doesn't matter what fork you buy these days, they're inferior. It's like they're made out of graphite. I'm not saying they're made out of graphite. I'm saying they act like they're made out of graphite, because if you scrape them on the plates just enough, or just the right way, they'll make a scratch on it, a gray line. Here, let me show it to you. It's like this right here. Let's see if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right in there. There's a little gray scratch on that plate. So here's my eggs and homemade sausage. Now, it's only partially homemade sausage. If it was totally homemade sausage, I would have had raised a pig and everything, but I didn't do that. So I bought the pork from the grocery store, and I ground my own homemade sausage. Which actually I think I like better than the store-bought sausage, because I can spice it the way I like it, and I don't have to worry about there being spices in it that I don't like. Alright, I'm not going to do anything to this toast. There's plenty of butter on the eggs. I will taste this to see if it's any good. It should be. Unless it's rotten, which wouldn't surprise me. Nope, that's pretty good. of tastes like my sausage kind of tastes a little bit like chorizo. All right, folks, I'm going to eat this. You guys have a great day. And like always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will bring another interesting thing to you later.